Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom, week, 32, day 4. So today, of course, we got the Stormcaller hero class that I'll be getting some more progress on, as far as getting our 25 gems. Probably going to be finishing out Tower of Doom as far as our last battles because, of course, this weekend is a Vault weekend. So all of our priority will be on that this weekend. Getting that grinded. Best time to be grinding in the game. I'll obviously be focusing on Explore for that. Particularly low-level Explorer, though we might do some Explore 12 for it as well. But probably primarily lower-level Explorer, so we can get as much value from it as we can. Probably a bunch of Noble Paloozas, too. I don't feel like we ran as many last time. But definitely we'll be focusing on it a little bit more this time. Especially since we have a bit of a surplus of them. But yeah, that'll be starting about 7 hours and going for all weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So great time to be grinding. And we'll definitely make sure to do so. Anyways, let's start from the top and start with the class event. So as far as class, we're going to be using the same team we mentioned on Monday. It actually uses a new troop as well. The one in the event key drop table. Pretty easy to get, the Glory Key one. We'll be running it with this team right here. Which is pretty much as a rush Dawnbringer. If you don't have Dawnbringer, you'd run any weapon that hits all enemies. And it will be fine. The main one that comes to mind is the one for Dervish. This one right here, Dancing Daggers. You get this for 250 wins off Dervish hero class, which is probably the most accessible one if you don't have Dawnbringer. Another great alternative is Doomed Axe, and one of the more ideal ones is Dawnbringer itself. But anyways, let's go and roll with that. And we're running with Frost Mage for the extra damage as well. Hey, we got a... Oh gosh, that's some Valraven luck. We found it on first battle. Anyways, hello Bill, hello Isabel, hello Gimli, hello Mr. Hello Siberian, hello Ricardo, hello Sushi Ninja, hello NASA, hello Logic Slayer, hello Tyrion, hello Draco, hello Roman, hello Daddy Shark, hello Cookie, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. So let's go for our little bit of mana there. Get a Dawnbringer, and he's already dead. Nothing good on start. Oh yeah, we don't have Empower with this team. That's the only problem. If I'm not mistaken, the closest we can do is get like the second turn enchant thing. However, this mode does not have access to enchant if you're going for the standard gems. Which is one weird thing about this mode. Because a lot of them these days, you know, you have like some amount of potions. However, to get a benefit from Class Trial, you have to spend like no gems at all. And in doing so, you don't have enchant because you'd literally already be spending 30 gems to get enchant. So to spend 30 to get 25, obviously not worth it. However, because of that, yeah, you don't have access to enchant, which just feels really weird. Because pretty much every game mode now, especially with Underworld, just naturally having potions for pretty much everything. It just feels like everywhere just now has potion effects. It just seems kind of weird that this one doesn't. Also, Valraven luck is super high right now, gosh. Very, very high. 600 keys wasn't enough to get the new legend, really? You can get unlucky like that sometimes. It can vary. It is very rare, but it can occur. Because realistically, you would get it within about, I want to say 200. More often than not. Because sometimes when you open them, you'll get a lot of, like, you know, one specific legend. Like, sometimes you'll get, like, 6 of a single one. And sometimes that single one is not the one you need. Which is unfortunate when that happens. I wish they would weigh the new one, like, a little bit heavier on the week that it comes out. Kind of like how the new faction troop... They're never going to do that, though. But who knows? Maybe they will once we finally get, like, too many troops in the game. But similar to how, like, new mythics come out, and they're, like, the only thing in the drop table. Not quite that drastic. But, like, something like whatever the legend is, having, like, you know, like, twice the rate, triple the rate, something like that. To make it a bit more accessible. Because it's going to get increasingly harder as we get more and more. Because eventually, we're going to have, like, what, 6 legends in the kingdom? They're all going to fight for that spot. And while it still wouldn't be too hard to get it, in that situation, they still, obviously it would be way harder compared to how it is now. So over time, that does become increasingly harder. So I wonder if they're ever going to do anything to kind of adjust that. Because Mythics kind of have that. Mythics don't have a system for it after they're added, other than, you know, Soulforged Diamonds. However, they do have a system for when they do come out, of course, which is, you know, kind of like how they actually just still are. The new Mythic that came out last Friday, still available in the next 6 hours, by the way. until Friday reset. It is still available for 6.5 more hours from now. So still a little bit of time to get it, but similar to that, like where the mythic's the only thing in the drop table and it has a higher chance. Like I wish they would kind of do that for Legends, as the number for each category is starting to get high enough where they kind of need to start considering that. So that doesn't take as many resources. Though they don't hand them out too often, or you know, like new Legends. So I guess it's not as big a deal. Because if they hand it out less often, that's more time to accumulate event keys. Because back when they were doing it once per month, like obviously that was a lot more frequent, but I feel like these days it's like several per year, if that. Like I'm pretty sure it's like 6 per year or something. Somewhere around there. We would take her. Take the blue over. Another Valraven already. Though this mode does have a better rate for it than quite a few others. Like compared to most others, it actually does seem like it's kind of high. It's because we're playing so much Tower of Doom. Because in Tower of Doom, it's more towards the average side. The one that has the absolute lowest seeming rate is factions. The main reason for this is, of course, an entire sigil gives you an entire floor. So you're doing like so many more battles before you're actually getting it. And factions are based on battle, not based on how many floors you do. So if you're skipping from floor to floor, like, you know, if you're rushing and only doing 3 rooms, you'll get substantially less Valravens than if you were to do every single room. That's why if you go from like 20 to 500, taking the least amount of rooms, you might only get like 5 Valravens or so. Whereas like close to like 8 or 10 if you did like every room or something. It's definitely substantially higher. But the game mode itself is just such a really low rate relative to battle stun. Whereas a mode like this gives it out pretty frequently. And it always gives exactly enough to get to the 20 gems, or 25 gems. It's one of the reasons why we always do it. It is actually perfectly consistent to always have enough to get there. As far as buying tiers, it's perfectly inconsistent, which is one of the reasons why it's actually so bad as well. Like, to get to the 25 gems, it'll always give you enough. But sometimes the certain tier that you need to get to a certain, like full completion, for example, for class event, just is not worth it at all. Like, sometimes you have to buy a whole extra tier, and that whole extra tier is like 250 or something. But at the free tier, it'll always give you 25 gems as long as you don't lose any battle, and as long as you don't lose a Valraven. So hello, Osman! Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Jonian. What do we need here? We'll go for red. I don't have anything else I can take there. Let's go for Dawnbringer there. I don't have that little bit of mana. Oh, 1 HP. No, Valraven! I was just talking about how we need every single one of you. We've been getting pretty good Valraven luck at them not escaping, though, which has been kind of nice. Especially in Tower of Doom. The number of Valravens we had this week in Tower of Doom that should have ran away, I'm pretty sure it's close to 5, though only 1 actually got away. Which is still 1 too many, but could have been more. Luckily, it was less. Also, thank you, Roman, for the $5. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Also, if anyone has any questions or anyone want me to go over, let me know. This stream's probably going to be mostly a farming stream until we get to the farming weekends. Though we're gonna probably have some extra codes to hand out this weekend. I'm not sure if I'm doing a midday stream tomorrow though, but I feel like this weekend we will be. I'm still gonna be streaming some off stream though, where I can fit it in. I mean not streaming, but I mean farming off stream. Did I say streaming off stream? That's funny. I'm gonna be streaming off stream tomorrow. But you know, we'll be farming off streams then. But I think on Saturday and Sunday we might do an actual stream for it. At least one of those 2 days, if not both. And obviously we'll still be doing our nightly thing. As we always do. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we got that. That'd be all the things. Yeah, we got a little bit of gems. Is it really worth doing it for that? I still don't know. Like, it's pretty much 10 minutes to get 25 gems. I still feel like in the current state of the game that is worthwhile. Though compared to all the ways that you can very quickly get gems, for example, here's 15 in like 1 minute. But if you compare it to like all the best ways to get gems in the game, 25 gems in 10 minutes seems really bad. But if you compare it to like every infinite keepable way of gaining gems, it's actually not that bad a rate. It's just really bad a rate if you compare it to every way that isn't infinitely obtainable. Like tribute every hour and stuff like that. Because one single tribute can be more than 25 gems in late game these days. But no, I still find 25 for 10 minutes to be still kind of good. Because effectively, what is that then? 150 an hour? Which isn't like super high for Gems of War, but that's still a decent handful. Especially compared to other infinite ways of getting in the game. Because Treasure Hunt is like 50 to 70. So doing the thing every single Tuesday is effectively like double that rate, comparatively. Which is why no one does Treasure Hunt. I really hope Treasure Hunt gets a rebalance. It was supposed to get one back when Arena did. Arena got a balance like 2 or 3 years ago. And they still haven't done one for Arena to this day. Oh yeah, I didn't bother checking yet. Have they actually posted anything about if we're going to have a campaign next week? Because they were having some payment issue with Android, or not Android, but mobile in general, or whatever it was. I wonder if they actually got that resolved, because I actually didn't check the forums in the last day or so. Let's see if they've actually gotten that situated. Because that might actually affect if we have a campaign or not immediately happening. I wonder what they would do if they didn't immediately have one. Because that's actually never happened yet. Would they just do more Tower of Doom? Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. Okay, it has been resolved? Aw. Because could you imagine if we just had like 4 Tower of Doom weeks in a row? Or like literally like 6 in a row, and they rotate every color? Because we've never had that before. Like 6 Tower of Dooms in a row and just rotate all the colors. The closest we've ever had was 6 Tower of Dooms over the course of, you know, back when it was like once every 4 weeks. Like that was the closest we've ever got to having them like consecutive. We've never had like 6 weeks in a row of just Tower of Doom. You know, 1 per color. That'd be something fun for them to do eventually. I'm not sure if they ever would. Oh wait, what's that redeem code from? Hold up. That wasn't my code. Wait, we didn't hand out a code. Why was that code there? Interesting. Someone claimed a code for me. Thank you. Wait, how long ago was this? No, that's not the same one. That was 2 days ago. That definitely wasn't that code. I'm not sure what. It's hard to tell because we claimed so many codes. Anyways, let's see. So we did that, we did that, we did that. Let's go finish out Tower of Doom and then we'll go hand out our own code. Oh, you redeemed one for me earlier? For someone's stream? Thank you for that. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, 10 or 9 hours ago, someone handed that out. Oh, technically 2 of them. Okay. Where were we? 35. How much progress can we get here? So we're at 35. We need a 2 and a 4. So we'll do just that. Both the 2 top ones. Perfect. We're still using the very risky team. The main reason for this is why not? There's a lot of ways we could run this safer. However, it's doing what it needs to do, and I'm happy with it. Okay, so it's that one and the other one at the top there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure both or one of them were from Genki. That makes sense because that's about the time she normally streams. Actually, she normally streams a little bit earlier than that. Unless she did a little bit later today. Actually, I believe I was still streaming at that time. So I wouldn't have noticed. Because we were doing the other thing earlier this morning, which is actually kind of fun. We played through the entirety of the other Pokemon game again. At a somewhat quick pace. Though still relatively slow because we went about it in a really specific way. It'll make when we do it again at some point easier. Not sure if we'd stream it again when we do it like that though. We'll see. Main new game we're probably going to be streaming is I think I have kind of got roped into doing Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. I think we'll do that when it comes out. It's coming out 3 Fridays from now. Which at this point is pretty much 2 weeks from now. We'll be doing the demo prior to then though. I should think of the other school there. Aside from that, Fall Guy actually re-releases later this month as well. Oh, also, you know that one Scrabble game we played like back in December? The thing's finally supposed to release next month, by the way. No official date, but it currently says July, so let's hope so. Because that was actually a lot of fun. I'm not sure if any of you remember that. It was basically like a Scrabble RPG. Out of like any indie game that I'm aware of that's coming out this year that I'm actually interested in, that's the one. It's literally made by one single developer. But I don't know, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It's basically like Slay the Spire with Scrabble. Mixed with an RPG kind of thing. What do we need here? We'll take that one down. Yeah, Words Can Kill, that's the one. There's a free demo of it on Steam. I feel like we'd played for like a few dozen hours. I'm not sure how much more replay value we'd have after that. I feel like after you do a few runs, you would have seen most everything. Like mechanically. Instead of just playing it for the fun Scrabble aspect. How words can kill equals truth. Very true. Let's see. I'll take that for now. Break out your dictionary, I know, right? I need a wider range in my vocabulary. Although I need more so a thesaurus than a dictionary. Because I'm very guilty of, like, overly using some of the same words. That could easily have a different meaning. Or, you know, a different word that could mean similar. I'm gonna skip power. I've kind of been skipping them lately, mostly because you get to a certain point where power has such a diminishing return. And we were very much at that point. Also, Mustaine at 488 points. Gosh, he's been farming. He's been, like, ultra scouting. Actually, you know what? He's been doing so much. I think we give 3 to Mustaine and 1 to Nexus. How many do I have left? Hold up. Mustaine and Nexus. Let's see. I didn't do my seals yet. Mustaine and Nexus. Where even is he? Where is Mustaine? I'm pretty sure I passed him like 3 times over. How blind am I? There he is. Let's see. Yeah, we have enough to do this. Boom. 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 And who's the other one? Nexus. Boom. There we go. They have been gifted. Oh yeah, let me go play my seals. Not like it matters. My guild, my guild has probably like infinite power, or you know, like infinite of these orbs. Like if someone wanted to upgrade it, like they could just spam any number of like the billion purples they might have laying around. But yeah, we always hit 40,000. Like, I normally forget to even bother claiming mine. And some people are similar. And we still very... Look at this. Isabel has almost 40,000 on her own. Speaking about people completely soloing it, she quite literally did, pretty much. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I know, I'm the one with the infinite orbs, true. Honestly, I could keep it running for almost an entire year with no help of the guild. I have that many orbs. Actually, what is the breakdown on that? Let me actually do that real quick. I don't think I've actually done the math on this for a while. If we were to do... Because we would need 38,000 per month. How much could we do? Because we could do 2,000 ourselves. So if we were to, like, solo all of it for a guild, which obviously isn't ever going to happen, realistically, because, you know, other people in the guild will get some amount of seals. But theoretically, if we were to solo it all, we would need 38,000 per week because you can get 2,000 naturally. So let's go calculate that out real quick. First, we need to figure out what our total is, and then divide that by 38,000. So we have 130 times 1,500. And then the other number is 455 times 300. And then we divide that by 38,000. Not as long as you would think. We could do it for a month. Like 3.5 weeks. Which actually sounds like a lot less when you put it like that. However, it's still pretty good. Like literally with no one else contributing, we could do it for 3.5 weeks. Maxing it out. As far as like all the seals for the entire guild. So Isabel, are you out of purple then? Because you pretty much did one of those 3 out of 5s that I just mentioned. Because you did a lot of seals this week. Anyways, where were we? Did we finish out Tower of Doom? I was just talking about the thing. No, I still have one battle. Let's see. 37. We need battle number 3. Oh yeah, because I went to go gift him the things and I completely forgot to finish it. I distracted myself. Hey, we got a Valraven. Nice. Oh, you still have a lot. Actually, wait, that's almost more big purples than I even have. Those probably from a bunch of Volkeys. Because if we opened all of ours, our numbers would be substantially higher if we actually opened Volkeys, which is something we should probably do. How many Dooms so far? Oh, I don't think she went as deep. I believe we're at pretty much the same spot. It's mostly been Nexus and Mustang farming for our guild, particularly Mustang. I personally feel like Tower of Doom isn't worth going that crazy for, but if people enjoy doing it, feel free. I would not advise it though. Though if anything, because we can't, with how much we've been doing, we're not even going to make top 20. Like we're just going to make top 50, even with how much we have done for the guild across everyone. Like it's still only going to ultimately be top 50, or you know, the top 21 to 50 area. And even if we did make it a top 20 somehow, it's like 25 more gems and 2 Dooms, which is basically the equivalence of nothing. But yeah, the leaderboard for that mode is just very weird. Like the amount you have to spend to get like nowhere. I know some people do it more so for the scrolls and they just do the battles because why not? But I would definitely not do it for the battles, that's for sure. Like from a loot perspective. Because if you're buying that deep, you're buying it for the scrolls themselves. And that's one of the only reasons why it's so high. It's not necessarily because people are buying the battles, but more so to buy the upgrades for the weapons, and just happen to be using the battles because why not? Oh, that's a huge miss. It's a very unfortunate miss. If we're not careful, we could actually lose this. As I say, as we one-shot him with our Enraged Skull. As everything on our team also has the one-shot capability on Enraged Skull. Oh, we actually got a haste from there. That's kind of interesting. I kind of forgot that that room even can be haste. It's a weird one to see as haste, that is for sure. Alright, we got 4 and 3. Also, we could technically start fireballing. Maybe wait a little bit though. But I say that because today's probably the last day we're doing any Doom battles. Because tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, obviously we're doing, if we're spending any second in this game, it is being done doing vault farming. So I'm not touching Tower of Doom for the rest of this week. It is the last day. Until next Tower of Doom in 11 weeks. Hey, what was the other one here? We have the 4, and then we have the 3. So we need that one right over there. Is it worth it to do daily delves during Vault? I don't do them to begin with. Though, if you still need to progress through delves, I would say yes. I would say it is worth it to do your 3 daily delves. If nothing else, one thing that you can actually do, it is possible to do your daily delves during Vault event without doing your daily delves. The way that you do this is go to Underworld, and if you already have a bunch of delays on a bunch of factions, just do some battles and do it so you have enough to delay 9 battles. As long as you have 9 kingdoms or 9 factions where you can put your battle on, you can just do it that way. So for example, if I can even find an example. If I can find an example, anywhere is anywhere. So for example, I do not currently have one on All Seeing Eye. So what you can actually do is, if I go click this, either as Deep Delve or realistically, there's only one Deep Delve, so realistically as a normal Delve, what will end up happening is it'll consume one of your 3 daily things. However, it'll look like this, and it'll stay here forever. You can do this whenever you want. You can come back to the Delve and do it days from then, weeks from then, months from then. I'm pretty sure it's reserved like years ago, who knows. But like you can do them at any point. As soon as you use the sigil there. So what you can end up doing is preemptively prior to a Vault event, make sure you have at least 9 delves that you have an empty spot on. So it looks like this, where you can actually use a scroll. Then on each of the days, you just go and use one of your 3 scrolls on these delves. And then you can actually still use the 9 delve tokens that you have without doing a single battle. You simply just reserve them for later, and you still get the value of doing them at a later time. So yes, they are still worth doing, but the main way that you would do them is by preemptively doing factions beforehand, and then delaying the 9 factions you would get during that time, which would only take you like a minute, not even. So you would still do the battles later, but you would get them all reserved. So it ends up working out pretty nicely. But yeah, that's one strategy they can end up doing with it. But yeah, as far as actually doing them on the days of, it's not really that worth it, obviously. But you'd want to go for like that delay tactic, so you could still get the value of them, but not have to do them during a Vault event if you're still going to end up doing it that way. Anyways, let me go ahead to the code. And then we'll go mess with Vault event for, I mean, not Vault, I wished. And then we'll go mess with, what's it called for the rest of the time? The Explore 12 grind. But there you guys go. There's a redeem code. Other computer's a little bit slow right now, so I'm just posting the thing in there. If anyone wants to claim it for me. Greatly appreciated. But anyways, there you guys go. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Invite codes right over there in chat. Copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with PC. And give same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200. Oh, I forgot it's not here. But 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls into that 500 gold. And don't forget, as far as gem keys are concerned, there is still 6 hours and oh, it doesn't say it there. But there are currently 6 hours and 20 something minutes and 24 minutes. 6 hours and 24 minutes left of the new mythic. So if you're still looking for Wild King, you can still get it in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for the next 6 hours or so. Really good mythic. Anyways, speaking of that, actually no, we're not gonna mess with them. I was gonna say, let's go run him in Explore right now. I think I'm just gonna stick with standard Zoogoth. Feels like a standard Zoogoth day. It's nice, more consistent and relaxing. Like, Wild King's still good, but you have to focus more. This is kind of always does this thing, regardless of your focus or not. Let's see. I'll take that one over. Also, for the Vault weekend, we're probably going to be running, I feel like we're going to go down the Dust Devil route again. It's actually been a while since I've really done a lot of Dust Devil. But I do definitely want to grind a lot more this weekend compared to normal. Kind of slacking on the last few. We can really tell, too, based on our hero level. Because that gives the highest amount of EXP. Like, we can kind of tell when we're not farming Vault events as much in a given year. Because a good number of EXP actually comes from Vault events. Because, you know, you're generally using the quickest farming teams in the entire game for quick kill. So you're getting a lot of EXP during that time. But, yeah, normally we hit like 100 levels per year. We're like almost halfway through the year and we hit 30 levels. So we're definitely a bit behind. Because this is the last Vault event before the halfway mark. Which theoretically means to hit like that halfway kind of threshold, we'd have to get like 20 levels in the next 20 days. Which literally means like 1 level per day. Oh, thank you for that, Isabel. But if nothing else, during Vault events, we could try hitting like 2 levels per day or something. Or even 3. There's a lot of loot that can be obtained during that time. It's just they haven't been adding as many features to use that loot, oddly enough. Like, a lot of features recently have been a bit of a different angle compared to some of their older patches. Like, the most recent one sank, like, it was an anti-sync to gems, oddly enough. Like, which was probably one of the weirdest things ever if you think about it that way. But, it was one of the first patches in a very long time where it actually made the gem cost in the game lower, not higher. Because it substantially lowered the gem entry fee to maxing every faction. Hey, we got an Annie already. Also, thank you for supporting the channel, George. Greatly appreciated. Thank you a ton. And also, hello, hello. Because the most recent patch, like, lowered the gem cost to max all factions by tens of thousands. And instead synced it into gold and into treasure. I don't know, maybe they thought because of auto battle they needed a bigger sync for gold. Maybe, I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure if that was like a preemptive balance for auto battling. Oh no, do any of you, actually let me pull that. Do any of you actually use auto battles? Let's see. Do you use the auto battle function? Do you use the auto battle function? Let's see. Quite regularly. An average amount. Whatever that would even mean. Let's see. Quite regularly, an average amount. Barely at all, if ever. I'm not sure if I should separate that into 2 categories, but we'll see. Yeah, I think we'll leave it as that. Do you use the auto battle function? I guess I should specify for explore. But then again, do I really need to? That's pretty much the only mode it can be used for. It can technically be used for challenges, However, there's a limited amount of challenges in the game. So realistically, if you are using them for challenges, you're eventually going to run out of challenges. Meaning the only thing they can realistically be used for is explore, as far as infinite farming is concerned. Because I definitely feel like I barely use it, personally. Like, I'd rather just farm it manually at that point. If the AI was like a little bit quicker, I don't think I would mind using it. But the AI being bad combined with 1.5 times speed is a very bad combination. Especially that you have to manually set it each time. Like, if it was 4 times speed with how dumb the AI was, like, maybe it could work. But they can't leave the AI be that bad and lock it at 1.5 times speed. It's just a weird combination. It's also weird the range at which you can use it for. I really wish we could have gotten it for treasure maps. It'd also be cool if we could have gotten it for some other modes in the game. Like, obviously, it wouldn't be a good idea to have it for, like, Guild Wars or anything like that, but, I don't feel like it would have hurt to have it for factions. Like, it'd be a lot harder for the team to win doing it that way. Like, things like that would have been kind of nice. Yeah, it could be a time saver when doing another game. It's just there aren't too many battles that go on for a very long duration within Gems of War. Like, the average battle length is probably a minute. If you took, like, all of the 10-second battles and all of, like, the multi-minute battles. I'm pretty sure it comes out to, like, a minute average for any given fight. Obviously, with different areas varying quite heavily. But I feel like it all averages to about a minute. So to have an auto-battle thing do an average battle of a minute over the course of, like, 2 or 3 minutes, it's not the greatest of speed. Like, the value they could provide. Autoplay all day while working. How do you, for anyone that does do autoplay a lot, how do you keep resetting the autoplay? Because probably the most annoying thing I've found with using it so far is, like, constantly resetting it over and over again. Because you normally only have about a 2-minute duration, if that, before you have to click it again. Which is relatively short. Being aware of your surroundings like a true Zen master. Yeah, I could see it being used for challenges. I actually haven't bothered using it to finish out the last of my challenges. However, it would be a good idea to do it for that. Because if we ever are going to finish the challenges, we probably are going to do it with autoplay. Do it with your toes. That's like ultra multitasking right there. I don't think I can use my feet for much. They're not that dextile or whatever. What's the correct term for it? Isn't it dextile? I think it's dextile. Like, they're pretty stiff. I have really soft hands, but gritty feet. Well, I think the main reason for that is I wash my hands like multiple times a day, whereas my feet pretty much only get washed when I take a shower. Let's see. Take that over. Oh, I needed that Thrall. That was kind of my, I kind of really needed that mana. Oh no. That's the only problem with playing Wild King teams and going back to a different one. Like, a Wild King team kind of assumes, like, everything can just one-shot the enemy with skulls. Because by the time you get down to them, they have Enrage, plus it boosted his gold like crazy. And then you play a Zugov team, and it's like, oh, you lose your front half of the team, and then, like, the back half's not strong. Because that's one nice thing about Wild King. Like, you might take a lot of deaths sometimes, but the back of the team's pretty much as strong as the front. Because of how it stacks attack and Enrage. Well, Enrage doesn't stack, but you know, it stacks attack. But what I mean by Enrage stacking is when your first slot dies, the next one has Enrage, and then when that one dies, that one has Enrage, and then when that one dies, that next one has Enrage. Like, it's a whole chain of Enrages. Oh, so I need to keep remembering to zoom out that thing. It's the only bad thing about this location is that freeze on Skull. Also, does Wolf Knight just, like, not exist? Whatever happened to him? He used to be here, and then, like, he never spawns. Because he's one of the few immune to burning in this location. Yeah, he seems to, like, never spawn these days. Always bad at getting to the starting boards with like 0 green. It's only big downside of Leprechaun sometimes. It is very rare when it's that bad though. Though I have seen a starting board with 0 green. Oh, what did Cookie post an image of? Nice. That's funny. Oh, yeah, which one was the Wild Knight? I'm trying to remember. I know it exists. I don't recall it doing anything relevant, though. Oh, yeah, that's that one from Wild Court. Oh, yeah, that's probably why I don't remember it. Because that other wild one. Wait, is it the actually good one? Wait, is he the good one? Oh yeah, never mind. He is actually the good one. Yeah, he's that really good one with barrier and everything. He's actually among one of the best faction troops out there. It's just I sometimes forget about him because you don't use him in normal gameplay. Like, he's insanely good in arena. He's insanely good earlier on in the game. But later in the game, there's not much of a use case for him. But he's really good. It's just what he does falls off later in the game. Oh, so hello, Genki! Hope everything's been going well today. Yeah, stream like to viewer numbers are always funny sometimes. Because I know in some streams where we have like high turnover, like there's some streams like the one we did earlier today, where like the concurrent goes down to just like a few people, yet it still keeps getting like likes because people keep rotating around. It's really weird how that works. Because there's a lot of games out there where people will watch for like maybe 10 minutes. And then kind of rotate around. Normally when we do Gems of War stream, people tend to stay around for a bit longer. Like quite a bit longer. Like a really low rotation rate. Like not that many new people come through, but also like everyone pretty much stays around to kind of chill and just kind of relax. And even the spam bots. The spam bots know. Let's see. Sometimes they're like perfectly on cue. Oh, that one cascaded slightly too low because he had the thing there. Oh yeah, Oshia's Tome's actually pretty insane, that weapon. There's quite a few fun combos with it. Like, it is such a good explodey weapon that even if it's used with no other blue, it's actually insane still. It's one of the few things in the entire game where like it has an insane boost ratio, yet even if you don't use it for any of its boost ratio, it's still good. And the main reason for that is how explodes work. Because you don't need that many explodes to get a lot of value from explode. It also has quite diminishing return, because something like 20 explode is almost like no different from like 70 or 200 or 1,000. Because once you're clearing the whole board, obviously gets no additional value, therefore. Kind of like how Thrall gets like a lot of value once he starts getting above 31. And insanely high amounts once you have like 45 to like 60. But anything above 64 just has like no return at all. It does literally nothing extra. Yeah, those bots are really annoying. I'm not sure why they go in waves, though. Like, that's the new wave of the last, like, few weeks. Oh, I needed that to win. That was kind of my win condition on the battle that we needed the win on for the extra shards. Actually, never mind. That was for the chest. I actually lost the chest battle. Oh, no. Hey, that's one benefit of using Wild King. You can't get one-shotted by the boss slayer. It's very rare that that happens, though it definitely happens a non-0% of the time. Like, it's definitely happening at least ever so occasionally. It's very rare. Like maybe like once every 100, 200, maybe even less than that. But it does happen eventually. They'll just snipe your boss slaying troop. Or I mean the boss slaying troop will snipe your Zugap, I mean. Let's see, I'll take that over. Oh yeah, can I actually see somewhere where the full breakdown is on that? Because I'm actually not sure how long I've made some people moderator. Because some people have been around for like forever, but they might be like more recent on moderator. I'm actually not sure how I checked that. Because like someone like Genki, she's been around for, I actually want to say a year and a half? Yeah, she was modded like, not even a month ago. I do know we have a few that go like way, way back. As well as some people who are still mods from like the start of our channel. Like literally the conception of it. Yeah, of the people who've still been around, yeah, that's true, Jamie. Because like there's some people who like we modded them like literally the second we got off of Twitch because you know we needed mods when we got to YouTube. But not a lot of them are still around. Yeah, James might be one of the longest lasting ones. I never unmodded a lot of those older ones though. If they ever come back. You've been a mod for about 4 days now? I said about a month ago. Yeah, that was about 4 days. A month, 4 days. That's how time works these days. I knew it was recent, but I lose all track of time. Honestly, that's been my biggest issue the last few years, more so than anything. Is keeping track of time. Like, if there's any one thing the pandemic has ruined for me, it is time. The, like, concept of it. Goldfish memory. Honestly, I do sometimes. It's kind of funny because I have like a really good attention span, but a really bad capability of like memorizing anything past like several seconds ago. Because I don't get bored easily or anything like that. I can focus on things for a pretty long time. But like, I can't even remember what I ate yesterday. Actually, sometimes I can't even remember what I ate today. Though today I can. I didn't really eat too much today. I had, let's see, omelet. Had like a biscuit thing a little bit later. One of those burritos. Some cereal. Some crackers with that cheese dip thingy, whatever you'd call that. I'm not sure exactly what you call that. Some fruit, a salad, water, soda. I think that's it. Yes, the burrito. But if you ask me what I had yesterday, I completely forget. Statistically, if I mentioned some of those things I just mentioned, some amount of it would have to be correct. Just based on what food I even have in the house. But to name it exactly, I have not the slightest clue what I had yesterday. Oh yeah, I barely ever leave the house. That's for like a few really specific things. Which pretty much Imperial just mentions. Like there's very few things. I tend to be the kind of person who shows up way too early. I know our streams normally are like, kind of like that, but it's more so to let people roll in. For most things I do, I'm like way too early. I remember in college, I would get to most things like an hour early. Also so I could nap like that. So if I'm like ultra tired at a given time, I can kind of like rest on the desk and not need to worry about not being there. Because if you fall asleep at the destination you already need to be at, it's not a bad thing. But if you fall asleep, you know, like at your place prior to where you need to be, then that's problematic. But it's strategic to fall asleep at the location where you need to be. I did that a lot for college. Because I was concerned that 10 alarms would not function. So it was easier just to physically be at the location I needed to be and just rest there. Oh, one red short. That's unfortunate. Oh, so we're probably going to make this the last chest we go for now. And then we begin the Vault weekends. Soon, TM. It's in 6 hours from now. Very soon, TM. Also, the last 6 hours to try to get the Mythic as well. It's ticking down. Though you can still get it into the future. It's just, you know, getting from Glory Gym Guild to VIP chest. Gosh, $18.50 a dollar? I want their job, gosh. I'll take the purple over. Let's see what we got here. Oh, so we didn't hit a single mimic this stream, though we got like a few Anus. So, not all loss. 27 there. And, oh yeah, there's a redeem code from earlier. And we'll find out a little bit more this weekend. We do have a Vault weekend this weekend. And I probably won't do a midday stream tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday, but one of those days and or both, I probably will. I'll probably still do some midday streaming. Farming for it tomorrow, but probably just won't stream it. Or, you know, we'll still be doing tomorrow night stream, obviously. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always. Hour prior to now, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I think we'll try to do a midday one on the 2 weekend days, Saturday and Sunday. Either both or either or. And try to get our grind in. Is best time to be grinding in Gems of War. And we definitely haven't been as much recently. So definitely need to get on that. Not sure exactly how much we're going to go for, but definitely a bit more than we normally do, that's for sure. You should create a $10 membership tier and put one elhay appearance per day or week. That would be kind of funny. I'm not sure what to do for bigger tiers. That was the issue I always had with Patreon, which we basically don't really even have anymore. Though some people still support, which is greatly appreciated. But I've always found like a perk system to be hard to implement. Because what some people might like as a perk might not be what other people like as a perk. And it's hard to kind of set that up in a way that functions. So I don't know, I just never really figured it out yet. So I just have only the one tier. But I don't know, we might add more tiers in the future. Is of course subject to have more. And obviously that wouldn't take anything less away from the lower tiers. But I don't know, we could definitely do something with that at some point. But for now we just have the super low tier. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, as always. Greatly appreciated. Best of luck with the Vault weekend. I see the spam bot came in for one last go. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys this weekend. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get a bunch of loot. A bunch of epic Vault keys, a bunch of Vault keys. Might even keep track of it for once. It's been a while since I've actually kept track of Vault key numbers, so I might do that again this week and just kind of see what number we end up getting. Maybe try hitting 1,000. Though we haven't really tried hitting 1,000. I'm not sure. Maybe not that. We haven't tried hitting 1,000 for a while. It's definitely doable. We'd have to do a lot more Paloozas than I might want to, though. Because I kind of want to focus a little bit more potentially on normal farming rather than Palooza specifically. But, I don't know. I might try aiming for 1,000. We'll see. No confirmation quite yet, but we might go for 1,000. Time will tell. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Goodbye, everyone.